Right, now before anybody says anything about the scarf, 2 points. 1, I love scarves, and I will wear them indoors for fun, just because. And 2, I am not putting the heating on for any reason, because the bills are insane. They ain't getting more money out of me, so yeah, no more weird comments about scarves. I got tons the last time I wore a scarf inside. I didn't realise it was a thing that annoyed people, but there we go. Hello wonderful humans of the internet, how are we? My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. I hope that's the Scarborough fair that is in this video, because I've not checked. Now if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special roles on my Discord server, and you have all sorts of bonus content to access, like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series where you learn about how the voice works, wee rants, outtakes, all sorts of random stuff. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Just like Michael Reiter, I can't pronounce any names, so Michael did. He has decided to get in touch and fast track Forestella doing Scarborough Fair at the Immortal Songs 2. Now I have been asked to listen to Forestella for years. Like pretty much since I started doing the channel, people have asked me to listen to Forestella and I've just never had the chance to get around to it. So we're going to do it today. I'm excited. I don't know much about them. I know that that's a 4-piece South Korean vocal group. Maybe. So we're going to go and take a listen and see what we think. Am I even saying that right? Forestella. I don't know. Anyway. I like this. It's very Edward Scissorhands-y.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Oh my goodness, his voice is beautiful. Right, okay, I'm going to enjoy this. So this cracking gentleman here, he has such a gentle tone. His voice has got an aspirate quality to it, that's more air coming through the folds than normal, but with like quite a high placed larynx. You get this like real push off that sound. It's almost like a mist machine, like it's going, and it just envelops everything that he's singing. He kind of tails off some of the aspirate qualities when he pushes into a little bit more of a vibrato, a little bit more twang. That just kind of tails off just a tiny bit, but you still get that all-encompassing gentleness and airiness throughout. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow.
Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
Oh, sorry, just that. Mine. So clear, so well controlled. Some people really lean towards riffing as being super talented. I think that yes, that is a super talented thing to do, but also being able to hold pitch for long periods of time without a is just incredible to me, and it's so soothing. You feel like you're being pulled along rather than like which is a riff, which scrambles my brain for different reasons. Absolutely gorgeous.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme.
Oh, they're all amazing. So this is going to be hard to do. So the second vocalist that came in, there was two of them. I'm going to talk about the one on the lower pitch. His voice was just like butter. He has a real authority to his voice, and I think that's because he's pulling his larynx down slightly as well as the lower pitch. You just get a little bit more. It's like projection, it's a bit of bite, but he's not giving more effort than the first one. So it's still got that kind of easy kind of vibe. And you get that lift from when... So his gets airier as he goes up rather than the other one, which was the other way around. Oh, my brain is just... Bleh. Also, each one's vibrato has been absolutely amazing. Really nice and kind of slow and controlled. That's where the thyroid cartilage will rock forward and allow that oscillation of the vocal folds. And they've all got it in spades. The one that was doing the harmony on the top end, his voice was lovely, a little bit cleaner kind of sounding, less air, and it was used to kind of cut onto the top of that main line that was being sung. So they really, really know how to blend their voices together very, very well.
Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
Ah! Oh, that was delicious. Mine, mine, mine. There was so many things going on there. I mean, there was 4, but they blended together so unbelievably well. The head voice, the one that's singing in head voice, is really popping out in the last wee bit to me as well. So nice, so clean and projected. So it's not a falsetto, it's not super airy, it's very much connected to the rest of his registers, whereas falsetto is a different phonation type. If you imagine this being thick fold or chest voice, this being thin fold or head voice, and then falsetto is like this, that just rocks back and the folds stay stiff. So he is definitely in this realm because it's still got that power of projection and those harmonics are coming through. Oh, absolutely amazing. My brain.
Tell her to make me a Cambridge pretty flowers, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Why? Why did you choose this, Michael? Oh my days. Right, so his voice might be my favourite yet. I don't know. No, they're all my favourites. Ah! So this one, much, much lower energy. But also, he's boosting that bottom end sound with a bit of twang. Nasal and oral, if I was to hazard a guess. So nasal twang comes from your velum, and when that velum comes to meet the back of the tongue, you get kind of sound. So only tone is coming through the nose. If you take that back a tiny bit, you get you'll hear that I can make it come in and out. So there's a little bit of that in there, but also oral twang, which is your epiglottis, creating a little chamber above your vocal folds, which thickens them up. Right? So obviously these two sounds together don't sound anything like him yet. But if you drop the larynx on that, you get that sound. Take me to... That's obviously not going to sound anything like him yet because I've just heard it for the first time. But that's kind of the recipe that we're going for. It's a bit of twang, so drop larynx, and you get that real kind of compressed, beautiful push sound. Oh, also that last vowel, he just slightly opened up as it was going on. So you get like a little bit more resonance as it pushes on. Oh, sorry, I'm making really weird faces today.
The mountain Going to Scarborough Fair.
Parsley, sage, raspberry, and thyme.
How dare he? Okay, so this is just angelic, absolutely beautiful. There is full retraction going on here, so his false vocal folds aren't getting in the way. You're getting super clean sound on thin vocal folds. That is not falsetto, it is head voice, 100%, because it's still quite loud, it can still get quite intense. And falsetto, we can't get louder on because it's like a held position. The juxtaposition between all these voices is just insane. The like smooth onsets versus the aspirate onsets, the high voices versus the low voices, the twang versus the no twang. It's just like they all do their separate things, but they come together in such a weirdly perfect way. They are so well suited to each other. And also, you can listen to this and pick out one at a time. No one is like stealing the limelight, if that makes sense. I could listen to it the low version the whole way and just focus on him, or the high version and just focus on him, or the mids and focus on them, and I would get still the same experience. It would still be just as impressive. They're amazing.
Remember me to one who lives there.
She once was a true love of
Right. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. It's like something out of a fantasy film, like Lord of the Rings or like Legend. I don't know. I don't. This is taking me places. So what was going on there was two people from opposite ends of the vocal spectrum were meeting and doing octave jumps. So they're singing the same notes but on different octaves. So one was low, one was high, and then they kept kind of changing the order of who was doing what. And then on the last line they started to harmonize. So people were doing thirds, fifths, or whatever. That like just blows the mind, because you're sitting there thinking, oh, this is like really harmonious. But they are singing the same thing essentially, just on different levels. And then when it comes in and starts to blend, so you get this like, oh, yeah, like that kind of feeling in my head. It sits in such an amazing just blend. Oh my days. I'm genuinely not doing this for like dramatic effect. My brain is just not computing this stuff. Wow.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Oh.
Remember me to one who lives there.
She once was a true love of mine. She once was a true love of mine.
That little tilt at the end there, mine, was insane. So he's going from a vertical thyroid cartilage position, which is here, houses your vocal folds. So vertical is just what we do when we speak. You don't get vibrato off of speech. But he's slowly tilting as he goes, mine, mine. That is like just control. absolute control. I'm imagining all these guys are trained in opera singing, because they've got that kind of quality to them, but they're not sticking to like the serious opera tone. They're allowing it to shift into places of lightness where you would maybe avoid if you were going for full-on opera style. So they're utilizing what they've learned and then they're making it their own. It's just insane. Smoke. Oh, I've just switched. They finished, haven't they? I do this every single time.
Remember me to all who lives there. She once was a true love of
Oh my. Oh my. Right. I don't know what to say. Masterclass. Absolutely incredible. The way that last part was pulled back and then they allowed the tone to come through. Take me to the... So you get this like push off of that sound and a pull off the sound at the same time. I talk about movement a lot in my videos, and this one just had such a lovely movement to it. Lovely movement to it. It was like water. It was like air. It was like all of the elements at once. And then the last word, mine, that came in, the one that needed the aspirate tone, do you notice he put an H in there? Mine. So he added that H sound in order to introduce the aspirate tone. Because a H sound keeps your vocal folds open. So if you felt that the ma was too close, mine, the H will come in and it will encourage that aspirate tone to come through. They're insane. So good. It's gotten so bright outside, so I probably look like a ghost with a scarf on. But that was incredible. I am absolutely kicking myself that it has taken me so long to listen to this group. Years lost. Years lost. Thank you so much, Michael, for suggesting that. That was a game changer. That was so good. I'm going to be like buzzing today. And if you've got any more Forestella suggestions, pop them in the comments and we'll go and check them out. Because I've been bitten by the bug. I'm ready for more. So if you enjoyed that reaction, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I don't know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And I guess my brain has truly been fried. But if you like this, then won't you hit like and subscribe? Bye.